Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix, of Witcher 3 the Wild Hunt. The last Let's Play, we still had a burnt crotch, but that's fine. We won the contest and beat up some dwarves, and then won the contest against them in Gwent, and then got soused with them. Talking about Zoltan. Good times all around. And when I say burnt crotch, I'm not meaning in-game. Okay, that sound happened before. I actually did this before, but I forgot to put the desktop, aka the game audio, back up. So you couldn't hear a ding-dang-diddly thing for 2 episodes. So we're redoing them.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It
Tissue.
will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed to find alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is.
Yeah, I was
Can't
like,
we just
wait,
draw
what?
some of your blood?
Blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal.
Ooh.
In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Ooh.
Dangerous? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes 2 of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire
How would he keep that all inside him?
Common folk,
Unless he's like a
weary
huge
quickly
guy.
living in constant fear.
I guess,
they
you know,
began to
vampire
hunt us,
magic.
seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head?
I live in
any
Texas.
cases, the other vampires decided
East
something
Texas.
had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Yeah, I can't remember if he said what it's composed of. I think he did. It's like, it's made of steel, which you know, that rusts, and that was over 2 centuries ago. Also, I'm not sure about how well silver lasts, but it does, you know, dull or something.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesham Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
I don't know why you do this now. It seems dangerous. It's like we got time.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium.
It's
a
like,
solution that sharpens one's sense
didn't
of
you
smell.
just say you don't want to
One
overdo
drop of blood should
using
smell
ravens?
gallant to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I had no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesh and Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
There was definitely a better way than doing all this. We should do, you know, talk about at the end of this Let's Play when, you know, if everything goes pretty much the same. Ooh, treasure chest up there. I'm too lazy to go up there and get it. Unless it's part of a quest. In which case,
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
hopefully it would be high XP. So, like, what happened after the 2 centuries anyways? Did they kill him? Because isn't
Sure
that
you
against
know
your
what you're
laws or
doing.
something?
I can only hope I
Or did you
do.
just let him go?
Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties.
Faculties.
I really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead.
We never figured out what happened to that guy.
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
Oh, was it like necrophages? Or necromorphs?
Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against haunted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Too sad.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world to this one opened, and from this and no other. This was the first place we saw.
I never
This place.
understood
There's
how
evil here.
skeletons keep together
Death
like
hangs
that.
in the air.
Yes.
Does that happen in real life too, or what?
Their last here.
The only thing I could think of is maybe tendons don't rot as quickly. I don't know.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Now this is supposed to be to, you know, one vampire, right?
Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of
Because,
the
like,
past.
they say they had humans here, but then it's
Whose
like,
does this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Dead, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garasham.
I don't like to go
My
into...
tribe
Oh, you're asking me
and
questions?
Devlos.
Okay.
We both remained in this.
It's like, was it one vampire and a bunch of humans feed the vampire, or was it like multiple vampires and they just had humans for
Charming
stuff?
place. But
So
what
let's
are all
put
those
the light a
cages
bit more.
for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well,
You see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Also, like, the humans died over 2 centuries ago?
I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it.
Or,
ideally at the
yeah.
tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
A long ass time ago. There's one thing, just a random thing, one thing I hated about, or nitpicked about
Catch its scent more quickly.
Skyrim.
Think how these tunnels got
They were
here.
like towns, like supposedly big towns with like maybe a small handful of buildings. Oh, right, that. Like maybe 4 buildings. Okay, yeah, something like that. But then they would have just tons and tons and tons and tons of castles and tombs and stuff. It's like, where
3 done.
do you get all these
One
resources
left.
to do that?
Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. I mean, stench is so thick I'd wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
I'm gonna set up already. Heavy armor. So let's see.
This'll hold. Doesn't look like anything special.
I told you, Kagmar thrashed about inside it for over 2 centuries. Appearances can be deceiving.
Also, that was
Bait
like
set. What now?
a long time ago
I
too.
shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
You'd think you'd check it before you consume the blood and start getting all crazy. And me putting out the bait.
We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Like, now would have been a good time to give him the blood.
Someone who's never experienced a vampire bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
And now as he's suspended, would be a good time to put the bait out just in case, you know?
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
We just have smelled the blood.
I love it when that happens to the enemy. Uh-oh.
I shall overcome.
Good. Because I can hear more
Hit.
coming.
Oops. Yeah, I take the thing. Oh, I love those change reactions.
Hold on. I'll let you out.
Yep, we'll let you out right now while everything's going on. Good thing that vampire left, because he's really angry. And for some reason all the ghouls are just like, we want to go too. Not sure how much blood you get from
To
that.
hang on a little longer.
You know.
Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's how blood scent works. Also, I would have just gotten a mop bucket or something. Just saying.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
I think after a night of hard drinking.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
There was a
No,
much easier
'cause I
way
thought
to
no
have
being
found
would
him.
ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
He knows his
Relax.
potions.
Got some experience brewing potions.
Okay, yeah.
Very well.
I need to play that
case,
game I bought, the
let's
Potion
begin.
Brew or whatever it is. Like, how much did we take? Because that thing looks pretty full.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Counsel.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Also, like, there's only just one guy to do shoe shining. Even though there's 2 seats. Here's the thing.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step
He's a
off the
vampire.
stand. If only you'd seen his
Shouldn't he
face. We got him good.
have,
didn't we, Deborah?
like, known exactly who that was and be able to follow them right quick? Just be like, hey, I gotta go pee, and dart directly towards him?
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh?
Just saying.
But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
At least he seemed to die right quick. And somehow we're able to get this vision afterwards. Because, I don't know, strong emotions. Well, so nobody notices the long fingernails? Though I guess I had fingernails like that periodically. I watched Inuyasha. I liked anime. Oh, I like anime. And wolf stuff. Quite convenient those things are sometimes. Except when you're trying to scratch your balls.
You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes. That you'd...
Oh yeah, I need to look up death throes.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
But the killing part or the remorse part?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the
I guess
Port District.
this will help me
And the bootblack acted as if
see
he
how
knew
kind of
Dettlaff.
blind I am to something.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's
Again,
fair.
after feeling like after a
Rest
night
up.
of drinking.
Be back as soon as I learn anything.
It's like, I'm gonna stay home. I'd prefer death. Now, there's one quick thing I just kind of want to see in case they, you know, do it early or not. I think it's this way. I think that's where the... Was that the one he bought? Okay. I wonder how many people saw that early on and was like, that seems weird.
You little fart.
Little fat. You're fat so little.
Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen
And you
you.
still have that
You
same
empty
smudge on your
chamber
face.
pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
Witchy.
A witcher. And I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me.
Hopefully they can do well. Okay.
We'll break your legs, vagrant!
Mistake.
Give it to him, scoundrels and cheats.
Eh. Don't know how I did that.
Blood! Blood!
Blood! Blood! Eh. Okay. Yeah, same thing happened last time where they beat the shit out of me because, hey, this game does the, where would that be? That's 55. Maybe that one. But does the, especially on, you know, Blood and Broken Bones or whatever it is, Death March? That's it, Death March. Where it's like, hey, it doesn't matter if these guys are fucking peasants. They can really take down a Witcher if there's more than one of them.
So how would you explain
Also, they
it?
seem to be able to, you know,
Leave him.
by... They seem to be able to block really well.
I thought
Need to.
You can...
Not.
Well,
lads! We'll break your legs, vagrant!
teach you to help scofflaws and cheats. Kill the harlot's brute! Fulfill him on 4 fingers!
Like, the best way they seem to do it is get them all in a group, and then swing at one of them.
My goodness!
Of course. Is to swing at one of them, and so that the other two can't block it, because the person you're aiming at, it will block you, but the other two not so much. Again, it is really funny how, like, 3 fucking peasants can take me down, but I beat up, like,
Leave him.
literally everybody in
I
fists.
thought we...
Need to.
You can...
Not.
Well,
Blood! We'll break your legs, vagrant!
teach you to help scofflaws and cheats.
Yeah, come on.
Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
It's like the time between me pairing and other stuff is like quite different.
Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
Because like he's very slow.
Together, on 3.
Come on, come closer.
Know it! Blood! Blood!
Hey, I don't want to lose.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Make things difficult for me. Yeah.
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out though.
There's some fish islands here.
I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
It just seems, you know, not regular camera.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Duo?
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how.
Take the top off this
I
teacup
suggest a
that I have
partnership,
to the left of
where
me
I
instead
see
of
to the
right in
boots
front of
while you
me.
stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow. So, what say you, sir?
Like, I don't think there's that many
Partners?
shoe shiners
think about
around
it.
the city, so, you know.
Listen,
Can't you just
I'm interested in
move
a certain
around?
gentleman.
Oh, wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In
They're
this
rusted.
city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please.
Like, mud, I'd be like, well, that's okay, but if it's crap,
So then, Who was it you wanted to
Dude.
ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Not about to pay you. Yeah, but, you know, poor kid.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Can I pay you half? Just kidding. Let's see.
I knew we'd clinch it.
Not about to pay.
Fine. Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Like I just
Know where
did.
I might find him.
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems
He doesn't seem like a liar, but then, you
you're
know.
here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort. Earn piles more coin.
What the hell's a fraction?
I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman
Also, the
lives
house is
there.
red.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Good thing he can catch. I guess that thing could be made out of wood.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah.
But I gave him
saw
like
that.
a fuck ton of
The
coin.
right thing to bribe them with.
I bribed him with money. Everything he needed. So anyways,
Red door. One the boot
you
mentioned.
you couldn't ask the crows. You're a crow talker. Didn't be like, hey, did you talk to any other higher vampires lately? What are the other crows saying? Is there a place where crows hang out? You know? Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. Nice, lively, and colorful and stuff. Anyways, yeah. Comment, guys, I like comments, what you like, dislike, tips, as always. If you like my YouTube and like see grow, then please like, subscribe, and share the recipe crew. And please remember to spay your animals to help control the pit population. And until next time, let's say, me, GamerWolfSix of Which Through the Wild Hunt. That's real close. Thanks and see ya.